The elevator game incident, Elisa Lam's mysterious case. One of the most chilling and widely discussed real-life incidents that some people believe is connected to the elevator game is the mysterious death of Elisa Lam. While it's important to note that there is no concrete evidence tying her case directly to the ritual, the bizarre circumstances surrounding her death have fueled speculation, especially because of strange elevator footage that eerily aligns with the steps of the elevator game. Here's a detailed account of Elisa Lam's story, which has intrigued and terrified people around the world. The background: Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student traveling alone across the U.S. West Coast in January 2013. She arrived in Los Angeles and checked into the Cecil Hotel, a historic but notorious hotel in downtown LA with a dark past of crime, suicides, and unsettling incidents. Elisa, who had struggled with bipolar disorder, stayed at the hotel for several days before she suddenly disappeared. Her family, alarmed by her sudden silence, reported her missing. The police searched the hotel, but after days of fruitless efforts, they could find no trace of her. However, it was the release of a surveillance video from the hotel's elevator that truly horrified the public and ignited theories about her disappearance. The elevator footage, a terrifying mystery. In mid-February 2013, the LAPD released security footage from the Cecil Hotel elevator, recorded on February 1st, the last day anyone saw Elisa alive. The video quickly went viral due to its bizarre and unnerving content, leading some to speculate that Elisa had been playing the elevator game, a paranormal ritual said to transport the player to another dimension. In the footage, Elisa is seen behaving strangely in the elevator. Here's a detailed breakdown of the video, along with some eerie connections to the elevator game. 1. Entering the elevator, Elisa steps into the elevator and immediately appears anxious or nervous. She presses multiple buttons at once, but the elevator doors do not close. According to the rules of the elevator game, one must press a specific sequence of buttons, but in this case, Elisa presses several without explanation, leaving viewers to wonder what she's trying to do. 2. Looking around and peeking out, Elisa moves in and out of the elevator several times, as if expecting someone to follow her or as though she's hiding from someone. Her behavior seems erratic, but also scared, as if she's trying to avoid something. In the elevator game, it's said that players may encounter another presence during the ritual, a woman who appears on one of the floors. If encountered, you're not supposed to interact with or acknowledge her. Some theorize Elisa might have seen something or someone she was desperately trying to avoid. 3. Hiding and gesturing. At one point, Elisa hides in the corner of the elevator, then steps outside and starts making strange hand gestures, as if she's communicating with an unseen entity. Her fingers contort and move erratically, almost like she's talking to something invisible. This part of the footage has led many to believe that she was experiencing something deeply unsettling, possibly supernatural. 4. Elevator not closing. One of the most bizarre aspects of the footage is that the elevator doors remain open for an unusually long time. No matter how many buttons Elisa presses, the doors refuse to close. According to the lore of the elevator game, this can happen if the ritual is in progress, trapping the player in a strange limbo between worlds. After several minutes of erratic behavior, Elisa steps out of frame, and the elevator doors finally close. This is the last time she is seen alive. The discovery of Elisa Lam's body. After her disappearance, guests at the Cecil Hotel began complaining about water pressure issues and foul-tasting water. Nearly 3 weeks later, on February 19, 2013, hotel maintenance workers checked the hotel's water tanks on the roof and made a gruesome discovery: Elisa Lam's body was floating in one of the tanks. Her naked body was found in an advanced state of decomposition, with her clothes and personal belongings floating nearby. This discovery raised even more questions. How did Elisa access the water tank? The door to the roof was locked and alarmed, and the tanks were large, sealed containers. The lid was heavy and difficult to open. Investigators were puzzled as to how Elisa managed to get onto the roof, bypass security, and climb into the tank without help. Was Elisa alone? No one saw her go to the roof, and there were no witnesses to her final moments. The bizarre behavior in the elevator footage suggested she might have been interacting with someone, or something, that wasn't captured by the cameras. The investigation into Elisa's death concluded that her drowning was accidental and attributed much of her erratic behavior to her bipolar disorder. However, the strange circumstances surrounding her death left many people unsatisfied with this explanation. Several theories emerged. 1. Mental health episode. Some believe that Elisa was experiencing a manic or psychotic episode due to her bipolar disorder, which could explain her odd behavior in the elevator and why she might have climbed into the water tank in a confused or distressed state. However, this theory doesn't fully explain how she accessed the roof or managed to get into the tank on her own. 2. Foul play. Others believe that Elisa was being followed or harassed by someone, possibly even an employee of the hotel, which could explain her fearful actions in the elevator. They argue that someone could have forced her onto the roof and into the water tank, but no evidence of a second person was ever found. 3. The elevator game. The most chilling theory, though speculative, is that Elisa was playing the elevator game. According to the ritual, if the player follows a certain sequence of floors and interactions, they can travel to another dimension. However, the game also comes with risks. If the player interacts with the mysterious woman who may enter the elevator, or if they fail to complete the steps correctly, they may not return from the otherworldly realm. The eerie parallels between the steps of the game and Elisa's actions in the elevator footage fueled this theory. Elisa pressed multiple buttons in the elevator, which is a key part of the elevator game's ritual. She exhibited extreme paranoia and appeared to hide from someone or something. The elevator doors refused to close for an abnormally long time, which some say is a sign of the ritual's influence. To this day, the case of Elisa Lam remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries. While the official cause of death was ruled as accidental drowning due to her mental health issues, the circumstances remain deeply unsettling. The elevator footage, with its bizarre behavior and eerie similarities to the elevator game, continues to fuel speculation that something more sinister may have been at play. The case serves as a modern urban legend, with many seeing it as proof of the dangers of tampering with forces beyond our understanding. Whether Elisa was the victim of mental illness, foul play, or something supernatural, the chilling nature of her death has left a permanent mark on those who have studied her case.